Once upon a time, there was a prodigy whose entire life became forgotten because of the color of his skin. His name was Joseph Boulogne, Chevalier de Saint-Georges, and this is his story. He was born in Guadeloupe on Christmas Day, 1745. His father was a plantation owner. His mother was a slave. At a very young age, he was taken to France. To receive a formal education at boarding school. At 13, he was enrolled in the fencing school of his father's dear friend, Monsieur de la Boissière. The de la Boissières became his second family. Where he also learned to ride and play the violin. By the age of 17, he was already defeating some of the nation's finest swordsmen, including a fencing master. His speed was considered to be unmatched. It was rumored that he lost only one match in his entire lifetime. After graduating from the Royal Polytechnique Academy in 1766, his father helped him attain a position as a gendarme of the King's Bodyguard and the title of Chevalier. It was another of his talents, though, that took Paris by storm. He was a gifted musician. Among his many admirers was Marie Antoinette, Queen of France, who introduced him to the highest circles of the court at Versailles. She quickly became his friend and student of music. U.S. President John Adams went even further with his praise, declaring him as the most accomplished man in Europe. Boulogne was considered as one of the greatest virtuoso violinists of his day. After starring as its soloist, he became conductor of Le Concert des Amateurs Orchestra in 1773. He was greatly admired and envied by both the men and women of society in his day. He was at the center of Parisian musical life in the late 1700s. Due to the influence of a spurned lover amongst the divas, his ambition to lead the Paris Opera as director was denied him in 1776. His original compositions, influenced by Leclerc and Gossec, earned him widespread admiration. And the jealousy of another famous musician, Mozart. Both Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and the Chevalier de Saint-Georges considered themselves students of the classical music master Joseph Haydn, but only Saint-Georges commissioned Haydn to compose 6 new symphonies for the Concert Olympique. Haydn's Paris symphonies were conducted by Saint-Georges. Mozart refused to play in the same orchestra as Chevalier de Saint-Georges. following his 1778 visit to Paris. One can hear traces of this style in Mozart's violin concertos and quartets. He must have been very impressed with the Chevalier indeed. He was considered to be the master of the symphonic concertante, a multi-instrument concerto symphony fusion that was very popular in Paris. Bolon first gained widespread fame as a composer with the success of his second opera, La Chasse. He wrote 12 additional violin concertos, 2 symphonies, several sonatas, and 8 symphonie concertantes, as well as 6 opera comiques. Saint-Georges' creative musical style pushed the boundaries of violin technique, blazing a trail for many other composers to follow. It was the time of the Revolution, and he enlisted in the National Guard. He became the commander of the Free Legion of American, consisting of volunteers from the West Indies and Africa, and fought alongside the father of famed writer Alexandre Dumas. During the period of La Terreur, Joseph Bolon was arrested and imprisoned for 18 months. Soon after his release from prison, Bolon died of illness in 1799. Joseph Bolon, Chevalier de Saint-Georges, born the son of a slave, rose to become a fencing champion, one of the greatest musicians and composers of his time, and a true hero of the 18th century. And yet, due to the intolerance and racism of his time, his many great feats, achievements, and wonderful music became forgotten not long after his death. His was a life that deserves to be long remembered. This was Ken Jorgensen relating the story of Chevalier de Saint-Georges.
Hello, I'm Sabrina and I made all the illustrations and animations of the video. Also, you can find more information about the wonderful t-shirt I'm wearing in the description. Please support me, please share this video, please give me likes, please tell everyone about it. I spent a very long time making it, and I would love it to be seen and appreciated, and that it helps people learn about Joseph Bolon, Chevalier de Saint-Georges. Bye bye. Au revoir.